Hey guys, welcome back to the tutorial. Last time we talked about audio and MIDI effects, and this time I wanted to show you a basic mix down and equalization. So what we want to do is we want to equalize the master channel and also to do some sort of mix down so that the sounds sound good together. Some low sounds, some high sounds, and so on. Let's hear what we recorded last time. Okay. I think we need some bass in the track, right? And we can record the bass, or we can choose a bass from Ableton itself, or we can look for a finished wave file, as you like. But I would go for a sub bass, for example. I think Ableton here has some bass, sub bass. So we go through sounds, bass, and I will look for sub bass. Let's hear the differences between the sounds. Okay, I will go for the boom sub bass. So I can add an insert MIDI track and then double click it. Okay, and now we have to play the notes. Okay, this is how it sounds like, and we can play with these parameters to change the sound a little bit. Again, this is how it sounds like. Alright, so as you can see, I played with the filter cutoff a little bit, and to have the low end of the sound around 50 Hertz, and I also reduced the amplification, the drive, and the boom level. Yeah, so it sounded a little bit better. And after that, I would like to also equalize the sound. So I go to Audio Effects, EQ8, and then go the whole way back to the low end, and yeah. Okay, so this is, I think all the sounds are somehow equalized, and we would like to equalize the master channel. So I will put an EQ8 on it. I'll just play the sounds. Okay, here you can see the energy of the whole track distributed. It has quite a good energy because the chord is taking a lot of that energy. What I would do is I will also start from the 30 Hertz, and I will I do usually that trick if the track is lacking some bass. I go usually to the 93 Hertz and bump it up a little bit. I made this snapshot of the master EQ I usually use. I mean, it's not like you can use it on each track, but this just to give you an idea. Here's how it looks like. To bump a little bit the lower end and also the higher end, and go down with this area where you each don't actually like to hear this frequency. So we can apply something similar. But before that, I told you the last tutorial that the bass and the kick are on the same frequency. So what you want to do is when the kick hits and the bass hits at the same time, you want the kick to be in the front. Yeah. So what you can do about that is you can solo the bass sound and the kick. And here you can see that the maximum of the kick is around 50 Hertz. So what you can do is you go to the sub bass, and then you go to the 50 Hertz, which is the maximum of your kick, and you go down a little bit with that. And the way you can do that is by making Q factor higher and the gain go down with the gain a little bit, right? You can actually do that for the whole sounds, so that the kick comes in the front. You pick the maximum for each sound and compare it to the kick, right? And then change the gain depending on the frequency. So let's see the chord, for example. I mean, the maximum of the chord comes after the 100 Hertz. So if your kick is also playing in that area, so you can actually do the same with the chord. You can solo it. Okay, you get the idea, right? And then you go to the master channel and do this 93 Hertz trick I was telling you about. And I do a little bit of a gain here, around 3 dBs. And also I go down a little bit with this area down here. And yeah, you can also, I mean, you also use your ears, right? So whatever the sounds better for you, you can adjust this. So if you want to open the high end a little bit, you go up with high ends or lower, yeah, whatever you feel like. And also don't forget that you need to control the volumes of the sounds here, so that you have some louder sounds and some quieter sounds, yeah. And this is like the mixing of the sounds, how the sounds sounding like together. and if I deactivated the equalization, you'll hear the difference. Yeah, I think it did something, right? Okay, so this is for the basic mix down and equalization. And see you guys next tutorial.